Hey guys! How's everything going? I know that we are a bit earlier than what we planned for, but, you know, shit happens. But in this case, I happen to have enough time to be able to just get on here and do this without being interrupted, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Alright, y'all. Oh, right. Anyways, greetings creatures and humans alike, I am MagiQDog, and today we will be doing... We shall be talking about our creature of the week with the, Mokele Mbembe. And by the way, I may be mispronouncing it sometimes along with some other creatures and names and stuff, so y'all know how it is. And oh yeah, there we go. Mokele Mbembe. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on this, right? And like I said, y'all know the drill. Anyways, the Mokele Mbembe is a river sauropod-like neo-dinosaurian cryptid that is said to make the Congo Basin its home. The Mokele Mbembe is described by two forms, with one form always being the more common and popular of the two. The first is a spirit form, where it's told to be a ghostly reptilian or elephant-like spirit, which I'll be talking about more of that later on. But the primary and most well-known appearance is that of a small sauropod-like reptile. They will have large brownish gray round bodies, a long neck with a small round head. Sometimes the head is said to have a horn like a rhino or a trunk like an elephant, or maybe both. They would have the four short yet large bulky legs and a large muscular yet snake-like tail. This gives the Mokele a dinosaur-like appearance. Of course, other descriptions are told, with some saying it can be a greenish in color, have scales like a fish, or even having sharp crocodile-like teeth. Wait, frills or gills? Anyways, forget that. Anyways, some even describes it as a mix of an elephant and a dragon. Whatever the case, it's a large amphibious beast of the rivers. The Mokele Mbembe is said to be a fierce animal that resides within the waters of Lake Tili and the Congo Basin area. Its name, meaning one who stops the flow of rivers, gets its name due to being a large amphibious animal with a large body and always staying in the water. The only time they come to land is when in search of food, which are plants, fruits, and aquatic vegetations on the shore, like melombo plants. They live in deep waters, often making caverns that they can dig out of clay for their homes. Or, oh my goodness gracious, retake! They live in deep waters, often making caverns they can dig out from clay to make their homes where no one can disturb them. Despite being a herbivore, is a highly aggressive and territorial animal that will attack and kill anything they perceive as a threat to their homes, including elephants and especially hippos, since they just don't plain like them. Even humans in canoes are unsafe, as they are known to attack canoes, breaking them apart, and brutally killing the people upon them. That's why the Bantu people are cautious when fishing in rivers and try to avoid the giant beast domain. The Mokele Mbembe is the most famous dinosaur-like cryptid around, but it's not the only dinosaur-like creatures of myths and legends. As I told of this before with the Emela Ntouka creature of the week, which is on my main YouTube channel by the way, which y'all should totally check out, there are a group of dinosaur-like mythical creatures and cryptids that make their own group. This is called the Neo-Dinosaurians. These are animals that can either be actual dinosaurs that are believed to somehow retake. These animals they are either animals that are believed to somehow survive extinction and evolve in areas away from human civilization, or are animals that appear like dinosaurs. And it seems that there are a multitude of these. For those that are the sauropod-like, like the Mokele, you have the Irizima, which I'm gonna type that down real quick, so y'all bear with me for a second. You got the Irizima, who are short-necked black sauropods of Uganda and Congo Republic, with a horn on their snout. Let's see. Then you also got the Jago-Nini. The Jago-Nini are man-eating sauropods from Gabon. Let's see. Hang on a second. I might be pronouncing this one wrong, but the Mbilintu from Zambia are short neck hump sauropods with a long horn on them. And the Papua New Guinea's got roe, which are spiky-tailed and armored sauropods. And last but not least, you also got the Inyamala, who too are river sauropods, with pouches on their shoulders. That's also from Gabon area too. Wow, you also got those as well. Let's see. Oops. Didn't mean to type that down. Okay. Now then, for other long-necked dinosaurians, you also got the Kaiaimanu. The Kaiaimanu, which are kind of like Dinosaurs with long front claws and standing on 2 feet. Now, that's pretty much it for the sauropod or sauropod-like ones. For other amphibious neodinosaurs, there's also the... Hang on a second. Mbilu. Or triple Mbeilu. As I like to say. These are river plankback stegosaurus-like. And also, you cannot forget about the Emela Ntouka, which I'll go ahead and spell it. Now, these guys are pretty much the amphibious ceratop-like. And of course, you got all the plesiosaur-like cryptids, which include Nessie, Champy, and more. Which I'll go ahead and spell it out for y'all since we're going to be just doing this. There you go, Nessie and Champy. Now then, with so many dinosaur-like cryptids, especially other sauropod ones, the Mokele isn't that lonely in the dinosaur family. Now, the Mokele Mbembe is feared by the Batu and other indigenous groups around the Congo. While this is due to his aggressive nature, it's also because of his physical abilities and powers it possesses. While not having powers like other creatures, it's still a strong beast one shouldn't mess with. With a large and powerful body, they possess incredible strength and strong armor-like hide for protection. They could also have incredible senses based off of their trunks or other parts of animals, mainly its sense of smell. And there's also the possibility of it sensing vibrations like elephants as well. Another ability they have is swimming, since they spend most of their life in the water. They are also good diggers to make cavern homes, or just reaching already made caves. Their tails and legs can also be a deadly weapon to deliver powerful kicks or swift strikes with his tail. Also, it seems to blend in with his watery surrounding, making it hard to see until it strikes at your boat. Mokele are also said to use their bodies in a way to stop the flow of water and slowly make floods. Another strange ability is the fact that its meat is poisonous if consumed. Don't know why, but it helps keep people from hunting it. And this power is more due to its large body. Wait, aw man, I typed that wrong. Anyways, kind of going back to the flooding thing. Its body is pretty much the reason why it is able to cause floods instead of water manipulation. And then you got the poisonous meat. And finally, with Mokele being in some accounts being a spirit, it could be a powerful spiritual being of ancient and wonder, which could be a powerful thing against enemies. However, the Mokele Mbembe isn't unstoppable as it too got weaknesses. One of these is a hatred of hippos. They can't stand hippos in their territory, So if you happen to get close to some hippos, you might be able to get away as the Mokele attacks them instead. By the way, y'all can hear me, right? Okay, y'all can hear me pretty good. I just need to get kind of closer to the mic. Hi. Oh, hey, Mr. Shack. How you doing this fine day? You having a great time here? Let's see. So, if you happen to get close to some hippos, you might be able to get away as the Mokele will attack them instead. Another weakness is their own environment. These creatures can only survive in wetlands, swamps, and rivers, so staying out of their territory will keep you safe. And despite their strong, powerful hides, powerful weapons like an elephant gun or even a bazooka should still kill them. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're having a great day as well. Let's see. I was able to have time to kind of do like this creature of the week. And earlier, I was also able to do a reaction to the Pokemon Legends CA trailer. Did you see that? I kind of like Mega Malamar. It looks nice. But anyways, the Mokele Mbembe is pretty much the most famous known dinosaur-like cryptid toad. Pretty much being the poster child of neo-dinosaurians. However, this wasn't always the case. As I mentioned before, the Mokele Mbembe was told through the generations to not just be a living animal, but was said to be a powerful spirit. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. My Streamlabs, it doesn't really account for... I think sometimes it messes up on me, telling me about multiple theories and stuff. Cause I could have sworn I was the only one there. Well, I'm glad you watched it and I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really like Mega Malamar. But, oh yeah, we gotta continue on with this. So, let's see, I talked about being a powerful spirit. Oh, I see. So that's how that works. Huh, that's weird. Let's see. But anyways, the Bayaka people believe that the Mokele Mbembe is a guardian spirit that will protect the rivers and wilderness, just like the spirit like Jengi, the forest spirit. Although the Mokele is still an aggressive and territorial spirit. So for the indigenous tribe like the Batu and Bayaka, the Mokele seems to be a spiritual being or beings instead of a dinosaur. So why did this transition occur? Well, it began with the first documented sighting in 1913. The German government sent a German colonial officer, Ludwig Freiherr von Stey zu Lasnit, to Cameroon to check on the colony. And yes, this is during the time of World War I, by the way. World War I. Jesus Christ. Anyways, but during his expedition, he encountered a Mokele and was forced to turn back. His description lined up with the accounts of dinosaurs like the Brontosaurus, and it soon led to other expeditions and travels to the Congo to see if the Mokele Mbembe was an actual surviving dinosaur. Since during this time, there have been multiple accounts of other neo-dinosaurians too. This changes the concept of the Mokele, which made it from a spiritual... Retake! This changes the concept of the Mokele, which made it from a spiritual guardian to a living dinosaurian. Now, this incident with Von Stein soon landed the Mokele into the line of cryptozoology. As I mentioned before, cryptozoology is the study of animals and creatures that are believed to be real, while also bordering the line of mythical or imaginary. These include Bigfoot, Nessie, Mothman, and more. And of course, the Mokele Mbembe has become one of the more iconic cryptids, seeing how it's one of the earliest mentioned neo-dinosaurian types. It was first publicized by Willy Legg. I'm pretty sure that was a typo on my part. But anyways, I'm not gonna look it up. Anyways, Riley talked about this beast in his book, The Lungfish and the Unicorn, back in 1941. Soon, cryptozoologists became fascinated by the possibility of a dinosaur or prehistoric reptile appearing like a sauropod that might exist, and as such done further research and expedition into the Congo to find any proof. But of course, you got the scientists and the skeptics that doubt the existence of the Mokele due to the extinctive fin of the dinosaurs and how there should be more sightings. But who knows? Perhaps a small sauropod-like dinosaur might actually exist in the swamps and rivers of a still fully unexplored area. As far as I know. Has the Congo been fully explored? Oh well, I'll leave that up to y'all. Anyways, the Mokele Mbembe spark in cryptozoology didn't just caught the attention of scientists and cryptozoologists. It also caught the attention of the world back in the 20th century. And now its legends are told in pop culture and Retake! And its legends are told in pop cultures and media other than told by the Congo people. In movie, it appears as a family of swimming sauropods in Baby, Secret of the Lost Legend. It was the Elasmosaurus in the Dinosaur Project, and while it didn't appear in the movie Godzilla King of the Monster, it was mentioned as an elephant dinosaur titan. With cartoons, and unfortunately, the creature only appeared in the cartoon The Secret Saturday, where it appeared twice in 2 episodes. And I will also mention that in the comics of The Lion King, Rafiki encountered one, and a villain in the Scooby-Doo comics disguised a mining machine as a Mokele. With anime, Pokemon got Tropius, a sauropod-like dinosaur. A sauropod-like Pokemon that lives in the jungle, kinda like a Mokele. Goblin Slayer in Season 2 features a rampaging Mokele Mbembe across the Elf Kingdom that Goblin Slayer and his party fought off. I'm sorry, I had to do it every time I say Goblin Slayer. Anyways, and Doraemon, Nobita and the Horn of Evil had retake. They had the main characters gain being attacked by a robotic Mokele. Even Yu-Gi-Oh's got a Mokele in the series Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. With video games, the main one is Tropius in the Pokemon games, and even Raging Boat if you think about it. Siran Kagura Bon Appetit had the ending of Daidoshi searching for one. An elephant-sized demon named Mokele Mbembe appeared in Shin Megami Tensei. And Steppenwolf, the X-Creature Project, had the reporter Meg Crimson. Shut up, Meg. Anyways, they had this character to investigate the Mokele in the Congo. Boy, y'all can tell my ADHD is acting up, huh? Anyways, for books, Cryptid Hunters by Roland Smith talks about Mokele as a man-eating elephant-sized sauropod. Tarzan Alive by Philly Show Farmer is a fictional biography that tells that Mokele is one of the many surviving dinosaurs of Africa. And So With the Deep by Natasha Bowen has yet another man-eating sauropod that destroys ships in the channel between Oyo and Nupe Kingdom. Even the SCP's got one that's inspired by Mokele and other dinosaur creatures. Check out Retake again. Check out SCP-7565 to learn more. And to wrap this all up, the deep rivers of the Congo contains a powerful beast lurking in the waters. From being aggressive guardian spirits of the wilderness to an aggressive living sauropod, they roam their homes and defend their rivers from any intruders. So watch for the waters if you're sailing your boat in the Congo, unless you want to end up as another casualty from the wrath of the Mokele Mbembe. And we're gonna end this out by saying Mokele Mbembe. Alrighty, y'all. And that's pretty much it for this Creature of the Week. So what do you guys think of these living sauropods? Do you think they're as aggressive as they are told in the Congo? Do you think they're actually a spirit or a dinosaur? Or maybe even both? Would you like the white one and ride it like a cowboy? Let me know in the comments section whenever I upload this on my YouTube. You like to keep one as a pet? Mr. Chak, I'm gonna be honest with you. Would you like to keep any mythical creature as a pet? Whether or not they are friendly or foe? Cause I think you would. Yes, you would. I don't blame you. There's some of these mythical creatures I like to have as a pet. I like to have a little dragon as a pet. Especially an Asian one, like a Chinese one. That would be so cool. But anyways, what are we talking about, dragons? We gotta talk about the Mokele. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this dinosaur. And unfortunately, I don't got any thumbnails for the future Creature of the Weeks. I actually gotta make them. But I'll tell you what. What do you think, Mr. Check? Do you think I should do a future stream where I make more thumbnails about these mythical creatures? Because honestly, I kind of like the last one I did where I take like 10 of these creatures and make their thumbnails. Oh, I should? In that case, there won't be no Creature of the Week next stream because I'll be making a stream where I'm going to be making the thumbnails for them and kind of give little tidbits about them. So I hope to see you guys next Wednesday whenever I do that. But for now, we're going to have to go ahead and end this out because there's no telling when the family is going to be back. But before I go, I will say this. Tonight, at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be reacting to the final 4 chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen. So I really hope that y'all come on by and check me out with that. And also, if y'all got any recommendations for any future mangas, let me know. I would love to do reactions to them. As long as they are Twitch/YouTube appropriated. Like Berserk, I cannot stream that. There is no way I can with some of the crap that goes on there. But anyways, like I said, let me know in the comments section. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and end this out. So with all that out of the way. Oh, before I end it out, Mr. Jack, I want to thank you for stopping on by and talking to me. It's fun seeing you. And it's actually been a while since I last talked to you and stuff. That's good. It's always great having you, with me in my company too. But anyways, let's go ahead and end this out. So with all that out of the way, thank you guys for coming on this fantastic Creature of the Week stream. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. We got to learn about the Mokele and their aggressive river waves. And if you wish to learn more about these creatures, God bless it, check me out on my Twitch page, check me out on Twitter, and check me out on my Game and React and my main YouTube channel, and leave a like and subscribe for that too. And with that, I bid the show adieu, and this class adjourned. So see you guys. So long. Bye bye. Okay, bye.